Hello, this is Bree. Welcome back to my lavender pages. Today I'm going to show you how I make my reusable sticker books. I use just plain white cardstock that I have left over from my house. This is wax paper that you can just get on a roll at Walmart. And I've already pre-cut it so that it's 8 1/4 inches tall, and then I leave the length how it is. I've got 20 of these, and then I have, this is Tomoe River paper. I just bought a pack of it. You can get 100 sheets of it off of Amazon for like $15, and I buy one of these every year, and I just use it throughout the year to create inserts or tip-ins or whatever for my journal. I've already marked the inside of the cover. You are going to want to do this before you start putting everything together, and I'll explain why. But the way I measured this, so this is 8 1/4, and I just take my ruler and I scoot it down to where it's at 8 1/8 of an inch, and then I mark it inches 1 through 7. So I'm going to be doing this on all of the Tomoe River paper to mark where I'm going to poke through to sew. Okay, let me count these pages out. I like to use the Tomoe River paper because it's thin. Okay, we're going to do 10 pages. And I'll take this, set it off to the side. And I'm going to go through and fold all of these in half. Okay, now I've got all these folded in half. I'm going to use my 05 mono drawing pen from Tombow, and I'm going to mark the inside fold of each of these pages to match this. Trust me, you're going to want to do this before you do anything else, otherwise you'll lose your place. So here we go. Okay, this part is all done, and now we're going to put the ruler away, set the pen off to the side, and now we're going to fold all the wax paper in half. Okay, so for every 2 pieces of wax paper, you're going to use 1 piece of Tomoe River paper. You're going to put one on the outside, this is a little big, and you're going to put one on the inside. Okay, and you're going to go through and put them all together. Okay, so now that we've got everything folded and marked, we're going to punch holes. This is an old Amazon box that I've had for forever, and I use it to poke holes in pages. As you can see, I've got a whole bunch of holes down here. So this is an awl. If you don't have one of these, you can use like a really thick needle, or I've seen people use a, you know how you get your nutcrackers and they have a little pick in them? I've seen people use those. But this has a very, very, very sharp pointy end, and what we're going to do is we're going to use our dots and we're going to poke holes right down the whole thing. With the wax paper, we kind of want them to be in sets. So this is a piece of wax paper on the front, a piece of wax paper on the back, and you want to try and line them up as best you can and then poke the holes. Okay, and then they go in here, and that's how that works. I'm going to go through, poke the holes in the rest of them. Okay, my chair's stuck. Oh, I need to get a new plastic mat. Okay, so now that we've got all of our holes poked through, we're going to sew the pages together. Now this part of the process is the biggest pain in the butt. No exaggeration. This is like, I hate this part, to be quite honest. Because the wax paper is very finicky. But if you can hold out and be patient and make it the whole way through, it'll be worth it. So I double thread. I don't single thread, I double thread. And I don't tie a knot. I leave it loose. Okay? And you start in the middle from the outside going in. So this is my middle hole. So I'm going to go the whole way through the middle hole on all the pages. And remember how I said this is a big pain in the butt? Yeah. You got to get it through that middle hole on every single page. Okay. So now I'm going to pull it through, and I'm going to leave about that much hanging out. Okay? Now comes the fun part. Now we're going to go through this hole right here, and we've got to try and get them to all line up. Okay, kind of want it to be fairly tight. Now I'm going to go back in this one, back out that one, back through this one, and come out over here. Hopefully everything lines up. Okay, there we go. So then I go underneath here, and then back down. And then I tie it just in a square knot. Kind of try to pull it tight and then do a square knot. And then I leave a little bit out just for fun. And we are all sewn together. little back. And my little packet. My uncle made me this. Pretty special. Okay. Now that we've got everything sewn together, you can kind of see how like it's not perfectly flush. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through, we're going to use double-sided tape. Where did mine go? So you see how all the pages kind of stick out, don't line up. Before we trim them down, we need to get the wax paper adhered to the Tomoe River paper. Normally I would use double-sided tape, but I think my daughter got mine because I can't find it. So I'm going to use this Zig glue pen, and I'm going to put a line of glue up here along the top and a line of glue along the bottom, and just go like this. And you want to do this after you have everything sewn together, because then you'll see how it will lay. If you do it before you sew everything together, you won't see how everything will lay, if that makes sense. When you fold paper, no matter how exact you get, the paper changes size. And I know that sounds weird because we cut it, but folding paper changes its size. Thankfully, with glue pens, you don't have to draw straight lines. Okay, so now that we have all of that where we want it, I'm going to use my paper cutter and trim off the top wax paper. Okay, so now we're going to trim this up. Let's see how well the paper cutter does. I've never used it for this before. I wouldn't do this normally, but I cannot find my Exacto knife. Okay. Alright, now we gotta do the bottom. Okay. That is all trimmed up for the most part, and our pages are stuck together. So the last thing that I want to do is use washi tape right along here. I'm halfway tempted to go through and trim these one at a time, which I think I'll do before I put the washi tape on. Oh yeah, I can do this. Okay, now I would like to go through and put some washi tape on the edges. I'm going to use these two different washi tapes. They're both lavender. I have a whole bunch of this one and a bunch of this, so I'm going to use both of these. And we're just going to go through the pages and put washi tape right down here. Alright, there you go. A brand new reusable sticker book. So this is the technique that I've used so far for all of my sticker books. The one that I have in my planner currently, let me grab it, is this one I just kind of threw together. I used scraps of paper, scraps of Tomoe River paper. I didn't even washi tape the ends. I put washi tape and packing tape over it for the cover. So this one I just threw together. But this one will go, and this will go in its place. So I used the similar sewing technique right here, and it's a hot mess. This one is. As you use them, they become flatter. So see how this is kind of poofy? I don't know, kind of poof. They do become flatter. I used a thick piece of cardstock on this one. It's the same cardstock I use on my stencils. And I don't know if I'm going to put washi tape over this. I haven't decided yet. If I do, it will definitely reinforce this spine. But yeah, that's how I do my sticker books. If you have any questions, please comment down below. I'd be more than happy to answer them. I will link the Amazon. What did I tell you I got off of Amazon? The Tomoe River paper. I will link the Tomoe River paper down below with an Amazon link. And yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, take some time to subscribe. and I hope you all have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.